How's it going, folks? So, I had a realization while I was playing Pokemon today. And the question, it's a question that I'm sure most of us who overthink Pokemon and have been fans for years have probably questioned once or twice. How is there a hisui in Sneasel when this Sneasel's evolution is native to Sinnoh, which is just hisui later on? So, I have a theory, and it's a very weird one, but I want to hear what y'all think. So, basically, my thought is this: these two Sneasels actually evolved in different parts of the world. This one being the native hisui and obviously Sinnoh Sneasel, and this guy being native to Johto. Now, during the time that the survey team was coming to hisui, there was a lot of people coming from other regions. Professor Lavington's from Galar. Komodo, even though he has a very Japanese name, I think he may actually be from Johto. And, just so on and so forth. So here's what occurred to me. I think this is a matter of an invasive species outcompeting the native population. So, and actually, I'm even going to explain why Weavile is native to hisui / Sinnoh, and not in the Johto Pokedex. This is where things get interesting. So, basically, this Sneasel has a couple of... Now, basically, these Sneasels have the same diet. Eggs, baby Pokemon, probably small invertebrates, and I imagine probably even small Pokemon that are the right size. In fact, if I recall correctly, I think there was a Pokedex entry that said, these little bastards can take down Mamoswine if they gang up, so who knows. But here's what I think. These guys have a very particular niche. That niche is being mountain climbers. They're very good climbers, that's their whole thing. But these guys, they're little fucking speed demons. They're absolute menaces to society. And they're naturally ice and dark type. Ice would give them somewhat of protection in the colder areas of hisui that this guy probably wouldn't be able to handle. And most dark Pokemon, if I recall correctly, have night vision. Now, I'm not saying this guy doesn't, but I guarantee you this guy's is better. So here's what I think. I think that these guys were introduced... into Sinnoh at some point, and slowly began to outcompete the native Sneasel, either by just killing off their food source or potentially outbreeding them. That's also possible. But here's where things get interesting. The real caveat here is the Razor Claw. You see, I put it to you folks that the Razor Claw is not an item native in Johto. It is native only in Sinnoh. So these guys were never exposed to it. But once they were able to evolve into Weavile. So then the advantages they already had get amplified. Now, type-wise, this guy kicks the crap out of a Weavile 9 times out of 10. But it's not always about direct combat with Pokemon. I think these guys outbred them, outfought them, outate them, and eventually, through a combination of their genetics taking over and just being better at the niche they had, these guys went extinct. Yeah, so that's my theory. That's also why I think Weavile is a Sinnoh native Pokemon, because it is a Sinnoh native Pokemon. This guy got there through human intervention and evolved into a better Pokemon. And then killed this guy off. Tell me what you think, folks. Peace.